Hey everybody, the chat is hilarious right now, by the way.
So we got John. Hello, first one here.
Yep,
like always.
Yep. So my wife is a member now. She joined the channel, so basically she's taking money out of one pocket and putting into another.
There we go. Welcome.
I
to
think she
Boss.
I think she just wants to use the emojis because I see all the red bananas.
Oh yeah, there's the banana Nick. I love it. That's like
that's
like
the pickle Nick.
Or
That's the
not
pickle
banana. Pickle Nick. I knew it was pickle Nick.
See, I think it kind of sounds like the pickle Rick, but I think pickle Nick sounds funnier. Hey,
I mean, it's pretty close. Cody, what's happening,
everybody.
man?
Yeah. See,
Hey, 2 white t-shirts.
Now she can share red bananas, but it's funny because on StreamYard you only see red banana, red banana.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, look, I'm wearing a white shirt. I was thinking to myself,
Classic.
oh yeah, because these are I got 3 Uniqlo Capcom 40th anniversary shirts. So if you go to Uniqlo, you know Uniqlo, right?
Well,
The Japanese company that
I'm sure. I'm going to look it up right now. I'm sure I will.
So on the 25th, they're coming out with a Legend of Zelda line.
Okay.
I got Mario there before, and I got Monster Hunter previously, but now they have a Capcom and Final Fantasy. Now they have a Capcom 40th anniversary. They have a lot of them, but they didn't have too many of my size. So I got this one, I got Monster Hunter, and I got Mega Man. So most of them, this and the Monster Hunter, have everything on the back. If you could see, that's on the back.
That's pretty awesome. Bison's my main.
Guile and Ken are my main, and then Blanca's my third. So.
It's usually Cammy. I'm big on Third Strike, so Urian is my main.
Yes,
on
Cody.
Third Strike.
I like Remy. Remy's my boy because he's Guile. But
He's
faster.
he's like the worst tier character. However, I know somebody who plays him so well. I can't beat him. So as long as you're not, yeah.
That's funny because I would wreck.
He's
with Remy.
Tier. He's bottom tier. I'd love to play in Third Strike, and I'll smash you with Urian.
Well, Urian's I'm gonna behave. Banana Hammock. We're just gonna call him
dude,
Mini Banana Hammock.
I love it.
You would.
I love it. He's my favorite character.
So did you see what Cody said here? Cody goes, I'm going to be the only one who isn't a member in the chat, aren't I? Yeah.
Yep,
no, there's 21 people between here and whatnot, between here and X. Wow, I didn't expect in 3 minutes, but thanks everybody for watching us on whatever platform you're watching us.
Thank you, Rara, for the resub on my end. That's just means so much. Get the resub going. Sorry, we're double teaming here. We double stream. We're crossing the streams.
I thought we stopped doing that. Okay, people can't see your face if they're listening on audio. So just so you know, he made like a weird face and showed his teeth. So with that being said, what have you been playing, good sir?
Nothing.
You really haven't been playing anything?
Since I played nothing since last week.
Wow,
Nothing.
you pulled a me.
I worked and just raged all weekend.
Yeah, you told me before.
And then I catch up, and then I'm probably gonna start going into overtime hours tomorrow already.
Nice.
And then
is that a nice thing?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
It's just been super long days and busy. So that means, because I work Tuesday through Saturdays, so that means Saturday is going to be a good double payday kind of thing. So I need the money.
I've been working quite a bit this week between graphic design, logo creation, and commercials and all kinds of stuff. So outside of the channel, but I've been doubling up on the channel. My shorts have been blowing up.
Dude,
and the ones I put on YouTube.
I posted on TikTok for a couple videos, 10 views, 15 views. I averaged 250 to 300 views, and I got 10 and 15 on a couple.
That kind of happened the other day. I put up one short of what was it? Stellar Blade. It got 9 views.
What?
And then I took it down, posted something else. It got 400. For the next couple of days, it was 400. Then I posted one. I think it hit about 6,000 views. And then I put 2 more, which were like 400. And then another one yesterday, which now broke 5,000, almost at 6,000 views. And I'm like, sure, okay.
I've been mentally fatigued. As you could tell, my consistency on posts and streams have drastically went down.
Hey, but you're here.
But it's always, it's really always a temporary thing. You know, it's hard to balance a life of doing this stuff, which I love, creating content and creating. Yeah, Rara's right. You got this though. This is true. Rara's one of my number ones. She's such a good support cheerleader, and I love her so much for that. She's wonderful. So shout out to Rara. Like you do, you know, it's working, trying to game posts, trying to have a social life outside of work and going out. Oh man, it's just like there's only so much I want to paint. You know, I'm an artist, so I bought canvases and stuff.
I did that last year and haven't had a chance to start painting again.
Like I have so many of these hobbies. I'm working on a new song right now. Like I have all these hobbies. D-Man, what's popping? I have all these hobbies, and I want to be able to do all these things. But I can't. And so I kind of get burnt out a little bit, guys. And I was going to leave a post the other day on my channel saying, hey, you know, I appreciate everybody who's here, all the new subscribers and the ones that are hanging around. I'm just, you know, a little bit of a lull on creating content. Like trust me, I went through the week looking through things here and there, dead. Like there's really nothing to post about.
The news have been, I've been scrounging around. And luckily, dude, if I didn't have these controllers being sent to me, I don't know what I would have done. I think I had 2, maybe 3 news videos, and I was just like scraping the gutter because nothing's going on besides, you know, there's stuff that you're just like, you roll your eyes. And now that the whole Fallout show has come out, everyone's talking about Fallout. So I jumped on the Fallout bandwagon today. So, and that's what we're here, jumping on the Fallout bandwagon now.
I was going to go to like YouTube news and drama, like it was so bad. But when I was reading the articles, I'm like rolling my eyes and I'm like, I can't talk about this. This means nothing. This means nothing. These people are losers. I don't care about any of these people.
And it's all just for clicks. And then you realize you bring yourself down here.
Yes.
But have you noticed a lot of the big channels that never touched on that stuff are doing it now because of how popular it is? There are 2 channels that I've watched for at least, one has been over a year and a half, and then the other one's been for about 3.5, 4 years. However long the channel is. RGT and Lady Decade. Never did they do any of the politics or drama, and they're even jumping into it.
Because it's so dry. It's the well is run dry. I'm almost grateful for it. But if the well's running dry on gaming drama, at least like let's get some news on a really good game coming. Really good games coming up.
Right.
Which we're getting Stellar Blade.
Just think of this. News is drying up, and we're also getting a little long in the tooth on this generation of consoles. Where, it came out in 2020, we're now 2024. The Switch is dang near dead. We got a new Switch maybe next year. Who knows? All the videos that were
we might get
my bread and butter.
Out of
my
nowhere.
Bread and butter. Yeah. Dude, people have stopped watching the controller videos because they're like, all right. And I'm like, my older ones, I have to keep putting out the new ones. And it's just, Oh, look, and D-Man, by the way, or should I say, hey, Cody, you're not the only non-member. D-Man's not a member. So if that makes you feel any better or worse, I don't know. But, yeah.
But to be fair, there is so much stuff here that I can create content with.
Yep.
I can unbox my Wii U. It's in perfect condition if I needed to. You know, I have my Super Scope here to unbox, old school box. I can't use the Doom helmet footage, man. I just can't do it.
Right.
It's not up to par. And now with the new gear and everything.
He's not a member for now. I think everybody loves the Pickle Nick and the Red Banana.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's great.
Like, you can clearly see yourself flinging a pickle.
No, you definitely can see it.
So I don't know
upsize too. It's interesting.
I don't believe it, but okay.
So Fallout. Let's talk about.
Isn't it about that big? From what you've told me.
Overexceeding.
So wait, what do I have that's smaller? Shut up. Yes, on to Fallout. Have you watched it?
No.
We didn't talk about this before. We just decided, hey, whether he watched it or not, we were going to put it in the title.
To
get clicks.
I'm going to be
Hey, Rogue Attraction, thanks for coming in, brother. Appreciate that.
Rogue Attraction, how are you, man? I figured at the very least we could see some of the good and bad reviews. I know you're in the Fallout.
I watched the entire thing.
You bought the. You really?
I watched the entire season.
Okay. Well then, let's see what Metacritic has to say, and then I want to hear what you
Now,
what
did you see my video from was it today that I posted?
Was it today or yesterday? I didn't see it, but you have your
I literally went to my local game store. If you guys are in Central Florida, there's 2 locations. One called it's Cybertron Games. Love them. So I went to one of them and just stacked up all the games that they had, every different variation, and I went, all right, let me buy them. The most expensive one was $14.99. It was Fallout New Vegas, $14.96. Fallout New Vegas for PS3, crispy, minty, not like super like brand new mint, but really nice, and it had the slip cover. Everything else was average about $5 to $8, and I just stacked up. I bought them all.
I mean,
so there's a couple of copies I'm missing, like a couple different variations, and that's what I'm going to do. With they're all dirt cheap.
What do you call that? The Pip-Boy?
The Pip-Boy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You should get one of those, dude, and put it next to the whole collection. Get yourself, I've seen people weather
those. Are hard to find.
Those Pip-Boys, they do custom paint jobs on them, and they look phenomenal.
What's funny, when I was working at Best Buy when that came out, when that Fallout 3 collection came out with the Pip-Boy. And after a while, they just started sitting on the shelf. At first, they were flying, and then we got a bunch in, and no one was buying them. And then they were marked down to dirt cheap, and then everybody bought them up.
I bet you since the show, they probably skyrocketed in price on eBay. Let's check out the Bay Pip-Boy.
Yes, D-Man, you should watch it. It is mostly good things. I was expecting, this is what I tell everybody who asks me about the Fallout show. It's 2024, so we all nobody I knew went in positive. Everyone expect, hey, they were going to agenda modernize it, modern audience garbage. No, they didn't. There was one character that was questionable and it was like eye rolling, but like maybe 2 episodes. With that being said, the entire season was like on point, and the Ghoul is like the show stealer. He is the best character in the show. And then what was her name? Jody? Jane? Janny? I can't even remember the main character's name. But Maximus, the guy in the armor, dude, from the Brotherhood of Steel. At first he started out kind of like and then at the end you went.
So they did a good job with his like storyline and everything.
Yes, the end it kind of flipped, and I was expecting it to go kind of crappy, but I'm trying not to ruin anything. But
it was good. It was
like,
good.
I was like, after finishing it, I wanted more. I wanted another episode, and I'm like, oh. And season 2, there's an extra scene at the end, not at the very end of the credits, but at the end, and you just go, ooh! And I knew what it was, even though I didn't even play the game.
Yes. So some of the reviews, like I went straight to the negative reviews because,
of course,
like it's always funny to see what they say, and we'll see if you agree on this. They gave it a 2 on Metacritic. It's okay Fallout TV series, but only if you, in your imagination, Fallout game means Fallout 4, and 76. Maybe. For those who picture Fallout original game 97, Fallout 2, New Vegas, keep waiting till something decent will come out one day. Maybe.
Disagree. Because the one that I played the most was Fallout 3. And I was getting a lot of Fallout 3 vibes. And especially Fallout 76 is based in Appalachia, West Virginia, whatnot. Where the show and the other Fallout games were based in California, the West Coast. So it felt a lot like that. So I don't know what they were talking about. And I'm not going to say anything about New Vegas because New Vegas is a different story.
Yes.
And yes, there is something about it in the show. So again, I'm not going to spoil it for anybody because people haven't started watching it.
Well, and then here's another one. This is a 0. They're like, I'd actually give it a 1 out of 10, but something needs to be done about the woke nutters giving it 10 out of 10 because of forced diversity. As a fan of the franchise in-game, I couldn't be more disappointed with all current politics and forced diversity in the show. This goes totally against what you were just saying. It has nothing to do with the masterpieces that were the games, especially Fallout New Vegas. Did this person even watch it?
Did you ever play Fallout?
I don't think they even ever played them.
Because you can create whatever you want. You can create whatever male, female you want, whatever skin color. So if you're black, this main character can be black in the game. So why wouldn't you have people of different colors, especially if you're in California or Arizona or, look where I get it if one's taking place in West Virginia because, well, West Virginia, and I know West Virginia, but it just doesn't make sense. Oh, because they had an interracial couple. Ooh, I'm one of them. So who gives a crap? We exist. Mm-hmm. It's not like imaginary people with mental problems. No, it's a real thing. It's humans. And that's kind of what bothers me, but I do understand. Like there are things that they like to force in shows on people. This did not feel any of that. There was, I said, one character that was like that, and it's a chick they tried to make you think it was a guy kind of thing, kind of questionable, and it was just a cringy actress being a cringy character.
But you can't.
It was one character.
You can't let one thing ruin it all.
Right. Yeah. And if you look past that one character that's in like two episodes, maybe, I was like, this show's so good. And at first, you kind of feel that they're making the dudes kind of like wimps. But then they explain why said people are that way. And I'm like, and then the one character that you think he's a wimp turns out to end up becoming next level. Not really a badass per se, but he steps it up. And no, that is not true.
Yeah, I don't even think they read it. I mean, I'm sorry, read it. I don't even think they watched it. Now let's go to positive. Let's go to
the show was really good.
They say, honestly, if this was just a copy-pasted story of Fallout 1, 2, and 3 or something, it would have been a lot more boring for fans. I love the fact that they invented new vaults and new lore, but also stayed faithful to most of the lore. Well, now some autistic fans will complain. Some hateful anti-woke, I hate woke garbage too, will only, that keeps going. Oh, this goes on and on. So that's just...
Okay, I'm going to tell you this. It had like an itchy, like just of woke, but to keep them from whining and complaining and screaming. So they put like just, hey, here's you for one of these weirdos, because we know the weirdos, but they would still complain. No matter what, they just want everything. It's all or nothing for them.
Yeah.
So with that being said, just ignore it. That one little boop. The show is, it's really good, and it doesn't focus on any of that stuff.
This is on Amazon. What's it on again?
Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime. Oh, so I could watch it then. I have Prime. Right.
And I saw an interview today with the lead writer and one of the producers, and the whole thing is about the fans. What the fans would do. And I watched something else about all the different vaults. They didn't make up any vaults. These are vaults within canon that were never addressed. This show is in canon. And if you say, hey, okay, this is taking place during that 4 era, because those take place at the same time, it's okay, these are happening over here where the other stories are happening over here.
Yeah, I think that's
and
great.
It just made sense. It all made sense.
Yeah, and that's really cool too, because of the different vaults. You have like almost unlimited opportunities now to create some good written stories on what's happening. So I'll really have to.
And that actress, Lucy, that was her name, Lucy. The actress, she was like, I didn't want to do disservice to the role, so she was like, I went back and played the games.
See, that's
I played
how you
as
do
much
it,
as I could so I knew the character. She's like, after I created my character, and she's like, I created my character to look like me, which most people do if they're playing as themselves in a game like that. And she was like, when I put on the suit and stepped out the vault, she was like, it was so real. It was like I was in the game. And I'm like,
that's cool.
We love people like you.
Well, look at Henry Cavill. Look at why Henry Cavill was such an amazing Geralt, dude.
Right.
He read the books. He played the games. He nailed that character. But thanks.
Yeah, let's not get into that nonsense.
Thanks to some men-hating women on that show, I didn't even finish the last season. I couldn't. I'm like, I cannot digest this.
See,
anymore.
I got lost through the first season, and I went back and tried to watch it again, and I just got bored. It was cool. I liked the vibes and everything, but I had never played the game. And then I ended up playing, what was it, Witcher 2 or 3 or something like that? Whichever one it was, I don't remember.
Yeah, the Wild Hunt is the one I'm like 10 hours in. I really need to get back into that game, but I mean,
I think that's all I'm into it as well. I played it on PS5 and I have it on the Switch. The Switch version is rough.
Oh, I saw my friend
it's rough.
Was playing. He played through it on the Switch. I'm like, I don't understand how you could play this, but it's impressive that you can carry Geralt in your pocket, you know. But
so D-Man says, I didn't watch season 3 after Nick told me about it that one time. Honestly,
it's not worth it. There's maybe one episode.
So we talked about it, right?
Yeah. You could like I think I had brought up like in the beginning of a few episodes, just do all of Geralt's stuff and skip everything, and then the rest is just hot trash. Like it is bad. It's so bad.
By the way, I'm gonna interject here and say, did you know we've been doing this podcast for a year?
I knew it was coming up.
Yeah. This is
already.
I think no, it's been a year and a month because it's April now. So last month was a year.
Yeah.
Like 2 or 3 episodes ago was a year, I think. I think it was the one with RGT85. That was our 1 year.
Okay. Which reminds me, I'll update. Maybe I can do some tonight. I'll update our background. I have a different idea for our background.
Whatever you want, whenever you start doing it. Yeah. Okay. So this is off the Fallout thing, but did you know? And this kind of upset me, but it was kind of funny because it's not really that good, but it is kind of funny. There's AI programs out there that can write a song with you put in the type of music and the lyrics, and boom, it creates a song. Some funny crap came out. Like,
dude, you gotta
it's
send me the link to
hilarious,
this.
But it's awful. I will. Like, it's so bad it's good kind of thing. But it doesn't sound terrible, but it sounds bad, you know, because it's like a person wouldn't have written this, but I liked it. So
could you tell that it was? Could you tell it was like complete AI? Like, there's vocals in it and everything. There's
vocals in it. Yeah, there's vocals in it.
And this is free for everybody.
You would be able to tell right away, just like I can tell AI art or AI photography or imagery like this.
You could tell.
You would be able to tell this isn't real.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, hey, look, she put a cake emoji. Why does the cake emoji come up but not the other ones? I am upset.
What's going on with that? Huh.
Because I guess they're generic emojis.
That's really strange.
But Fallout is a really good show. Detractors in any direction. I don't care what aisle you're on, left or right. Stop talking smack about this great show. This is the gamers show. If you liked, and with what Bethesda did with Starfield, I really thought they were going to destroy this.
Yeah, me too.
But lo and behold, the interview I was watching, they were writing this during the pandemic, in 2020.
Really?
Yeah, who knows? Maybe they went, you know what? Before we start filming, let's fix some stuff because people don't like this garbage. We thought they did, but they don't. Mm-hmm. But I don't care what happened between then and the release of the show because the show is dang good.
Well, how long is an episode? 40 minutes, an hour?
About 45 minutes, yeah.
That's a good. I don't think there's anything wrong with 45-minute episodes. I was watching.
It's an hour episode on TV with 15 minutes of commercials. That's usually how it is. Yeah.
I finally finished an anime called Pluto, which was phenomenal. If you guys haven't watched, but
take a look at the chat real quick. Look at what Cody said.
This the red bandana could be a the red banana could be a plum, but the plum shows up.
That's not a plum. That's an eggplant.
I heard what John's bringing up Halo. Gosh, what are they doing to that show?
So what is John saying here? It's a good show. The game is great because of the fan base. Halo, take notice. You are next. Halo's awful. I was on a podcast, Reasons I'm Broke, with I've told you about him before. Really cool guy, but he's a big time Microsoft. It's an eggplant. Yeah. He's a big.
Say a plum. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you said a plum. He's a big time Microsoft fan because he actually has stock, and anything Sony, when he does a review, he says it's trash. Anything Microsoft, and I'm like, when he put that Halo Season 2 is the best thing since Halo did. I was like, dude, stop trolling. Stop it. Just stop it. Get help. This is trash. This isn't Halo. I get you have stock. I used to work for the company, and I would still go. It was no. Hee-haw, no. Sorry.
That's why I just won't waste my time with it. If it listen, there's some people that like the Twisted Metal show. Like my one friend loved the show.
I like Twisted Metal.
Someone I
not
work
as
with,
much as Fallout.
He thoroughly enjoyed the show. I'm like, that's awesome. If you like that, that's fine. I'm not gonna
I know you didn't like it. Did you watch it?
No, I didn't. Dude, I asked my one friend who's a big fan of the games, like I am, and Ninja Turtles. I asked him. He's just like, dude. He's like, I couldn't do it. He doesn't care for the actor either. I don't care for that actor as well.
I'm not a big fan. He's okay. Like
he's okay. Him and Fighting Vipers was good. In that
Anthony
episode.
Mackie.
Yeah, in that episode of Black Mirror, the Fighting Vipers, messed up episode.
The reason I think it's all right because they made him a new character. And he's just like in Fallout, he's a character that's existing on the outside of the story. So his thing is kind of happening while Twisted Metal is happening. And the first few episodes, I'm like, besides guns on cars, this ain't Twisted Metal. Mm-hmm. Then Sweet Tooth came in, and Samoa Joe, and what's his name that does the voice? Who does BoJack Horseman?
Yeah, I know of him. I'm surprised that he did the voice.
Fantastic.
Really?
And then once you get to the end, once all the Twisted Metal stuff just starts hitting like there's no tomorrow, then you're like, okay, it was worth it. Excuse me, it was worth the buildup. Mm-hmm. Windbreakers. What's Windbreakers? The Rogue Attraction says Windbreakers is looking epic anime recommendation.
I know of a game called Windjammers, which is
I know that one.
Phenomenal. I need to get.
There's a Windjammers too.
I need to get it. I need to get a physical of that. I know Limited Run had a physical.
I think I have it. I have game. I think I'm about. I think I hit the 750 physical mark. I don't know. I haven't counted in a while.
Count them.
Yeah, I haven't counted them in a while. But it's funny because I was going to do a video that says I have, Woodhawker from Beat 'em Ups. He did a video said world's largest Switch collection. He said 1,000+ games, and I was going to go one up and say the real world's largest Switch collection at 1,100. because he started counting his digital games too. I'm like, okay, if you want to do that, I could do it too.
No, you got to do physical, man.
Right.
Like that's a whole other category. Digital and physical. Come on. I have a couple hundred games.
I think he only has
PC
500 physical, where I have about 700 something, and I have about 300 or 400 digital. But I've also gone to the point where I was doing these penny games where they were 2 cents, 50 cents, just for shits and giggles. And I found some pretty good gems, and I found some pretty bad ones. But, I threw a $10 card and got like 30, 40 games because they were penny games. And they do that. They put sales. That's how they get to the top of the list and all that, blah, blah, blah.
I was just thinking, you could
John says, I thought you had 800 Switch games. I don't know. I might. I don't know. I haven't counted this year.
What you could do, and you can make it like a once a week video thing, is go through, do a 15-minute video, 20-minute video, just like an episodic thing, just going through all your Switch games and counting them, and finally counting them and count and keep a tally at the end of every video. Be like, okay, we're at this number now. We'll the next episode we'll go through these. We'll talk about the games, what you love about them. If you played it, have you not? Like, to do that, open up the case, see what. And the last episode, however many episodes it takes for you to get through it, you can have a grand reveal of how many Switch games you actually have, and that keeps like good content going. Like, that's some
almost
fun
kind of like
Monday morning.
It's like the opposite, but kind of the same thing as the Pixel Game Squad. They do the NES Pursuit, and they're trying to get the entire collection. So as they buy them, they do a count in each episode. And
I don't know about that, but I'm just out of the top of my head. I'm like, that could
because I buy really random Switch games I would say every month. I end up getting anywhere from 4 to 10 on average Switch games. This month, I think I've only bought like 3 or 4. I think I've bought 3. So like this month hasn't been kind of eh. So what are they saying over here? Cody's like, how do you have the room? Look at the game room tour. That'll show you. John goes, I wish I had the room that Logan have. Yeah.
It does. It's taking a long killer, dude. It looks. I'll get out there eventually, man, and we'll have to do a couple videos together.
For what do you call it? Really Rad Weekend.
That's right. We talked
the
about
retro show in November. In November. Yeah. Oh, Cody's made a good question here. Would Switch 2 games continue the count, or would it be separate? I would say it's going to be separate because the box won't say Switch. And if it is called Switch again or Switch 2 or whatnot, it's going to be a new design on the box. Even if the box is the same shape, it's a different
hardware
system. So, it's going to start
straight up different hardware, different probably. Well, do we know through rumors if they're doing this reverse compatibility thing or what?
Rumors. It's just rumors.
How could you not in this day and age?
I honestly think they're going to.
Dude, my Steam Deck can emulate. My Steam Deck can emulate games. Any Nintendo Switch game, no problem. So if you're manufacturing a new console, that console should be up to par or better than a Steam Deck or the Rogue.
Well, the powers, the Asus ROG Ally. Yeah,
Asus ROG Ally.
Really. Yeah. So what I think they're going to do. There's one of two things. Make it backwards compatible, and then all your Switch games perform so much better. But Nintendo likes to do this deluxe version where they take the game from last generation and then make it better and then re-release it on the new one. And then another $60.
Of course. Well, look at Mario Kart is just continuing to sell. Like and they continue to not reduce the price. What is it, $40 now new if you wanted to? I don't know.
No, it's still 50. It's 50 or it's full price. Good night, Cody. We'll be seeing you. Thanks for joining in like always. And thank you for listening on Spotify or Spotify, as some say. Have we gone away from the Fallout thing?
Yeah, I think we're
done. We're done.
I think we're done with it.
Yeah, like we were saying, there really wasn't much to talk about besides Fallout. unless you're digging into one thing I'm really tired of, and I know we just scratched the surface of this. I'm tired of talking about gaming drama.
Yeah.
Our podcast started with industry news. Mm-hmm. What's big with this game? When is this game coming out? What are people saying about this hardware? Now it's gotten to all who offended whom and what are they saying on X? And, now I'm just like,
I agree. And I'm trying to, for joking here. Let's see the YouTube drama news on DeSerto.
See, I don't mind looking up, like, if it's... I did this one video where they're talking about EA Play on PlayStation and PC. They're jacking up the price through the moon, and that video did extremely well. I don't mind talking about that kind of news, but I'm getting tired of the political garbage.
Well, you have little Tay slams JoJo Siwa as shady tweet sparks viral feud.
Shut up.
YouTube accused of exploiting homeless people for views in viral video.
Exploding or exploiting?
Exploiting. Oh. I don't know who this Gideon returns to YouTube after 2-month hiatus to focus on Christianity. That's fine. But how is this news?
It's not gaming news.
No, this is just entertainment. It has to do with YouTube. YouTuber angry rant man dead at 27 after open heart surgery. That's unfortunate, actually.
So what? D-Man saying something, and I'm not 100% sure what he's saying here. Someone even mentioned in Josie's stream today how gaming. Wait, what? We hate how gaming has become. Oh, we hate how gaming has become politics now these days. Oh, yes, you are correct. It's annoying. And then, God forbid, you find a game that doesn't have politics, and then people just get mad that there's no politics in it. I'm like, no. So
here's a great one. Aiden, I almost was going to report on this for fun. Aiden Ross accuses Pokimane of being fake and trying to cancel people. Both those people suck, and they could shove it. Who cares?
Who? Pokimane and who?
Aiden Ross. He's like the biggest.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, he trash. Doesn't matter.
So
they're both terrible people, and it doesn't matter. So.
To be honest, all these big names, I don't really care because it does nothing to help me or promote me or help make me grow. No. So where people like RGT85, awesome guy. Mm-hmm. We've got Drunk 3PO. We've got all the guys from Geeks and Gamers and friend of mine in here. Rogue Attraction, awesome guy. We may not all necessarily be on the same page or on the same just topics in general, but they're good people. And that's what I care about. That's the circle that I like to be a part of. And that's what we're doing. At least I'm trying. What they're talking to each other in the chat and I'm just ignoring it. It's like, hey, Dave and John, have fun over there. I don't know what they're talking about. So the one thing I will say, I was watching who streamed the other night. It was Tuesday night's main event on Geeks and Gamers. Their chat goes so fast that it's even hard to have conversations amongst themselves. And I'm just like, all right.
Do they turn on like a members only chat thing?
You can do that and it slows it down, but then it's still hard unless you're in that. But what are you drinking? Are you boozing it up, good sir?
This is a beverage with water.
No whiskey?
And
Mio. Oh, you're being a little girl tonight.
And a spirit named Tito.
Oh, what? So wait, you put Mio in Tito's?
And water and ice. Usually it's like soda water or something. Huh. Yeah, this is the only one I've had thus far. Which reminds me,
That's what I'm drinking.
Yep.
Baja Blast Zero. I don't drink that sugary crap.
Mm-hmm. Mountain Dew's delicious. I love
it. Depends on the flavor. Depends on the flavor.
And you know what? Coca-Cola is better than Pepsi. Sorry. It just fact. I mean, it's just facts.
You know what? About maybe 10, 15 years ago, I would have agreed. And then I started drinking Pepsi. And then now I just drink both. And I'm like, they're different.
I'd rather drink RC Cola, that Royal Crown. Over
I
Pepsi
miss RC Cola.
any day. Dude, they still sell it. Go get yourself some.
It's like impossible to find. I can find. No, remember Diet Right? My grandma used to always have
My mom
Diet
used to
Right.
drink that crap all the time. Yeah, no.
It was funny. Wait, what are we going here? D-Man once again says, it's why I joined you guys. Good dudes just liking the same stuff as me and know how to not take things too seriously. Yes,
Thank you.
sir.
100%. Thank you very much,
Yes.
D-Man. You're good people as well. We
And
really
you
appreciate
know what's bothering me? YouTube will once in a blue moon show me that D-Man's live, and I'm like, oh, I'll jump in. The other day he was streaming one of the Dragon Ball games, and I'm like, it's D-Man.
I've never gotten a notification.
Yeah, because it'll pop up on the side, and I'm like, wait, how come I'm not seeing it anywhere else? But it'll be on the side when I'm editing. So I'll sit there while the video's rendering, and then I think it was last Thursday. But if he's gone live any other time this week, haven't seen it at all. And it's kind of like, but
We'll
yeah,
catch you,
I think
D-Man. Don't worry, we'll catch you.
Is D-Man at 1,000 yet? He needs to get to 1,000. So yeah, YouTube is super weird, especially with that kind of stuff. But yeah, I think what am I at today? I think I hit 8.87. So
Johnny Bear resubscribed for 23 months. Thank you, man.
How do you resubscribe for 23?
Well, he's subscribed 23 times.
Oh,
he's been a big supporter of the channel, and I appreciate. He said, "Who knows?" He doesn't know either. It's just one of those like things where I think when you subscribe on Twitch, like you could say how long you've subscribed or how many months. You have 74 more to go. You're almost there, man. Wait until you get that 1K, dude. You're almost there, dude.
Yeah, let's go. Oh, what if there was a way to help him? I just like to see everybody get to 1,000 because then I'm like monetized.
Dude, I'm trying to get the 2K here. Okay, I'm at 1886. And I was dropping down. I'm like,
I saw
come
that.
on, man.
Dude, that hit me the other day. I went, oh my God, I lost, I think it was like 10 in one day.
Dude, yeah.
I either pissed people off or they subscribed via seeing my shorts. And they're like, man, I don't like this guy's shorts. Or something. I don't know. Maybe they didn't like my full videos.
I'll have a short pop off and then like I'll lose a few and then gain a few. I'm like, dude, this teeter-totter
I would say
sucks, man.
About... You keep anywhere from 50 to 75% of the subscribers you get from shorts. You keep the majority of the subscribers you have as long as you keep the same content flowing and in long. And
that's the thing too. I couldn't bring it to myself to talk about Pokemon videos and whatever else. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I saw when you do that, your videos take off, but you could, I could see it in your eyes and see it in your face. You're just like, no, that was freaking hilarious.
I had to do that. I really liked that.
Didn't I send you that? Didn't I send you the article or something? Yeah. And then I'm like, dude, this would be perfect for you. And didn't it blow up? Was that one of the ones that blew up?
Let me see what I...
Yes, D-Man, the gain-loss ratio is so weird, especially from shorts. Yep, John's been around. He was number 2 or number 3? I think he was number 3. He was my 3rd subscriber after me and then my wife. I was my own subscriber.
Some of these videos, Starfield Disaster, that one 3 months ago, I have over 1,000 views on that one. I didn't think that one was going to take off.
Do you ever make a video and you're like, okay, this is going to blow? Like no one's going to watch this one and then like 5,000 views. I have one. Let me go back here. That I did this week where I talked about 80% price increase for PlayStation gamers. I just saw some news and I'm like, all right, let me do it. And that's with the EA Play. 2.1K. I was like, what?
That's really
nice. That thing?
Yeah, the what did I put? Amaranth essence beer made from her yeast. And I have her with her mouth open.
Yeah, I saw
and
that.
And the beer bottle squirting beer in her mouth. I'm like, I love this thumbnail. Only 359 views. But hey, that's 359 views.
When you put that out, you weren't actually getting that many views at the time.
No, I was not.
So, but one thing I did, I actually stole my current idea for shorts from a dude that I saw on Instagram. And I'm like, ooh, that's engagement farming. Mm-hmm. So I put up the two games. I pick a retro and a modern version. Which one was your favorite? When did you start playing? Drop it down in the comments below. Tell me. I want to hear about it. And while you're down there, hit subscribe. So, and then it's just engagement farming. And I don't get too many dislikes on those because people are either indifferent or they want to say what they played. Or they just went, oh, I like those games. Click.
Well, I try if I ask for some sort of engagement and everything, I'll do a handful of videos hitting it up right away, but it gets obnoxious. So then I'll put like and subscribe at the end. What is Chunny, what do you mean? How's your mud soup and chocolate arugula? Argula? I don't know that reference. Maybe he's just making something up. I don't know, Chun. Anyway, sorry.
What's John saying over here? He says, Logan, one video that he did about the Xbox third-party controller that doesn't support it did. I did one where I was like, oh, Microsoft is no longer going to support non-official or unofficial third-party controllers. And then that one just went out of nowhere and it pissed people off. And they were giving, like, my favorite thing is if you're a messenger, you're just reporting something. Hey, this is what's happening. Mm-hmm. People will thumbs down because they don't like the fact that it's happening. I'm like, don't ridiculous. Shoot the messenger, man.
Yeah, it makes no sense. It doesn't make any sense.
I get if I say good because you people are for bad control, being an a-hole about it. Or, saying something that's just really awful or cringe and it just makes you go, then yeah, but I didn't. I just went, oh, this is going to suck for people. And I'm like, okay, you know what? But at least we now know that all the controllers you buy will work and they'll work well because Microsoft says, okay, it's a good working one on the console. So,
you know what's crazy is my computer that I built has the worst Bluetooth. Ask me how many times I've used this controller.
How many times have you used that controller?
I tried it for like 5 minutes, and it kept unsyncing itself. And I love using the PlayStation 5 controller on here because
Where's the Bluetooth receiver in your machine?
It's got to be somewhere on the motherboard.
I've had that issue. Like I will not use anything Bluetooth because of how far away the receiver is and all the crap that's in between.
Bluetooth
on the laptop, it's great.
There has to be some sort of major interference going on here.
Right.
Because Bluetooth works within like 50 feet.
Right.
There should be no issues. I don't know. I was thinking about getting like an external Bluetooth thing and putting it at the end of my input, my USB in the front here. So I could use this controller and the PS5 controllers, man. Because I love the Starfield controller.
Well, you totally went off there.
Yeah, sorry.
I couldn't hear you.
What happened? I love the Starfield controller. It's great.
I just wish the game was as good as the accessories.
Yeah, me too.
That's all really cool. You know what, D-Man, you're not wrong. D-Man says, it's weird. You could probably just make a video called eating a chicken sandwich and it get 10K views or something. You know what? I actually did that. I don't know if you remember during the Diablo, what was it? That weird chicken sandwich during Diablo 4, the pre-order when you get the beta and you had the 2 pieces of chicken with bacon and cheese in the middle, but there was no bread and the chicken was the bread. I forget what it was called.
And I actually, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And I actually did that video. And for like, I don't know, for a couple of hours, it did very well. And then just went, I was like, but I'm eating a chicken sandwich. Come on, guys. That Forza Horizon 5 controller is not ugly. John says,
let's see.
ugly
Forza.
controller is beautiful, just like Forza Horizon 5. No, the Forza,
We looked at
that's my favorite. And I do like the fact that it's got the leather grips, so it feels like steering wheel cover.
Oh, dude. I like it. Limited edition Forza Horizon 5 pre-owned $64.99 on GameStop. Let me see here.
Here, I'm gonna go grab it.
Go grab it, dude. I like it. I like it because you know what? I love the color pink, and any color will go with pink. And they have these awesome hyper, the blue on there with the yellow. Oh man. See, I kind of want to get rid of this one, and I kind of don't because I kind of love it, and it was like $40, and I need to replace the analog sticks. We talked about this before. I like it. I like it.
You know, I don't like yellow, and I'm not a fan of pink.
I love
all
the pink.
these colors together.
They look so good, and the triggers and the grip. Look at the grip.
It's
back
actually the leather that you would find on steering wheels.
Yeah, okay.
They put it on there for that reason. I was like, ooh, it is. And it's funny because I don't usually use the special edition controllers that much. This one I've used more than any other controller I have.
I love
because
it.
It's got
one. I flippin' want one.
Nat. It's got some extra weight to it. It gives it quite a bit of weight. But I love the way it feels, and it just
$149
so
on
nice.
Amazon. Wow, they're even still selling the Starfield limited edition for $149.
75. This was $75 when I got it.
Yeah,
$74.99. And I remember I was trying to pre-order it, and I couldn't. It was at the GameStop by my house. They closed now. But after I left, one of the guys who I was cool with there, he calls me up. I didn't even know he actually looked up my number in the system to call. He's like, "Hey, we were just talking about the controller yesterday." And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "I got it in. You want to get it? I'll hold it for you if you can come and get it now." I was like, "Yes." And I went, and that's when I still had my Camaro, and I got there really fast. Now I just get there really high off the ground because I have a lifted truck, but still, this is an awesome.
I love it. $69.99 used on eBay.
And it has the Horizon little pink decal thing right there. And it's like painted, it's holographic kind of thing, but there's nothing on the inside. So I did this video actually did well for a while, and then once Forza Horizon fell out of mainstream, and now that Forza Motorsport is just kind of crap. Like, I tried to go back to playing it with the update, and it's just not the same. It's not fun anymore.
I might have to, as soon as I get, I need to save money up and put money onto a new GPU. 2070 Super. I'm looking at you. I love you. You're a workhorse. You're amazing.
Well, at least you have like a 670.
Oh gosh, those are like TIs. I don't know what that would run.
My previous computer that I was using for editing and everything, I actually, I would say maybe a little more than a year ago, I was using a laptop and that desktop in order to process my videos, because that's all I had. And it started giving me issues. It was going so slow. And then I was having audio issues with my laptop, and my laptop wasn't even a year old. So my wife's like, "All right, you've got so many more video gigs coming in as well. You need to
pay for itself."
Yeah. Which it pretty much has. And then that was that computer. But that one that I was running, 640. A 640. It might be a 640
Yikes.
Ti. I don't know the lowest one, but it's a 640. Yikes. That's the GPU that was in that thing. I've had that since 2016.
Well, it's time for an upgrade.
So, yeah, and now this thing that I have here is just ridiculously beastly.
Yeah,
so and you know.
Once I get a new GPU, I could rebuild an older computer with this GPU in it. It's sitting in my closet, and I can have my racing sim in my living room all set up, ready to go.
I think it's kind of funny that you're over 1,000 some odd miles away, maybe 2,000. I don't know how far Chicago is from Orlando, but yeah, you were actually helping me buy my computer as I was shopping. I don't know if most people know that, but I was on the phone with them. I was like, what about this? Should I get this one? Which one do you think? And my wife's like, all right, we have this much to spend. Get it. And Nick helped me get everything that I needed under budget.
Chicago to, let's see here.
Say Disney World. Because everybody knows where Disney World is. I'm still north of there, but whatever. I'm yeah.
Oh, come on. MapQuest wants an actual address. I don't want to give them one. Let's say Chicago International Airport. Airport
to Orlando International Airport.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That actually takes me a little while to get over there, but whatever. I can still drive there, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she said.
How about Orlando Executive Airport?
It's
1,179 miles.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Just a stone's throw away. Not that far.
Yeah, if you were if you were Superman, you could just whee! Then it would be a throne stow. There you go. Stone throw. I'm okay here. Yeah, wow, we've already been going almost an hour, and we just talked about a bunch of nothing. This was a great podcast.
This was a good
when we
one,
can talk about a bunch of nothing.
But it worked out. I found a new controller that I like.
Which one? The Forza?
The Forza one. I had no idea about that one.
I have my special ones that I sold off a lot of my controllers. You know, I had a ton of them. I was actually going to collect all the Series X ones, but it got to a point where they were just sitting in boxes in the closet. Mm-hmm. So the special editions that I still have for the Series X is this one, the gold one, the Halo one that came with the console. I think those are the only special editions I have left. And everything else are regular colors. And the one, I have the blue Vapor, and then red, blue, black,
I remember the blue
white.
Vapor that you got.
Yeah. All the rest of them I sold. Oh, yeah, I sold them. I just have way too many. Dude, because of all these companies that have now been, boo-hoo is me, Mm-hmm. I have a huge stack inside of my closet of just boxed controllers. I'm like, what do I do with these? The game store that I go to, they're like, stop bringing them. I'm like, really? Okay. They're like, we have too many of them.
You should do giveaways.
But they're kind of expensive.
Then
Then I have to worry about shipping, and then what if they don't get
so money?
I don't want to deal with it. I'd rather like that. Why do you think I'm like?
Ship
all right, I have these.
Ship a box of them to me. I'll pay for the shipping. I'll sell them on eBay.
No, I was going to give you some. Because
that Vader or whatever.
Because that's why I kept thinking. I was like, okay, I got another one, but I'm not going to use this one. I got another one. If you want, I have at least a good. You know how many of them that I have with Hall effect sensors now? I've just received 3 in the last month. No, 4 in the last month from companies with Hall effect. Maybe I think I have a total of 6 or 7 that I was given for free. This one, where the video is coming out tomorrow, has Hall effect.
Forgot about the Cyberpunk 2077 one too. Gosh, I want the Forza. And
I couldn't get my hands
one.
On that one. Couldn't get my hands on it. Wait, what's going on over here? Never too late for someone to start a YouTube. It is fun. It's not too late. It's just really hard. A lot of work and dedication and determination, and just don't give up. Just do not give up.
And you don't do, and I get caught into this because I'm human. Don't compare yourself to other people's channels.
I had to stop. I was doing that, and I was like,
sometimes I have to stop watching some of the other ones too, just because I don't want to feel like, well, they made a video about this. Now that doesn't mean I can't, mm-hmm. Which is untrue, because we all have our own opinions. We all express ourselves and it also
depends on the algorithm. YouTube has to pick you up and throw you in the algorithm, because even if people are searching for it, if you're not in the algorithm, YouTube isn't going to show you in the search. So it's tough, and it could definitely be a drain on just everything, stress, your mental, it's just, and God forbid you piss people off, and then everyone's going to hate you 10 ways from Sunday.
You're going to have to learn
all because
how to
of
take
one
comments.
thing. Yeah. Not just comments. Like, again, going back to the whole, the penis ring game, that I just, people hated me for it. And I'm like, because you're you're just sheep. You just follow the herd. No one's allowed to have different opinions than you. And it's like, yeah, whatever. So it's life. And there's the nasty people are the ones that are the loudest, where the people that love you and like you, they're probably not going to say anything half the time. They're just going to continue to watch your content, maybe give you a thumbs up.
Yeah.
And then just keep watching. Like, there are plenty of channels that, I know get hate, but I'll watch, and I don't care that they get hate, because I'm going to still watch them. Like Camelot 331, a lot of people hate him because he talks the truth about how crap GameStop is and stuff like that. I love the dude. I think he's freaking awesome.
I like Camelot.
And I'm going to continue to watch him. I'm going to continue to support the guy. And yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. D-Man goes, YouTuber gone wrong. Cough, cough. Review Tech USA. Cough.
Never liked that guy anyways.
I watched him for a little bit, and he got real cringe, and then he did the whole thing with Cody.
So many
Cody actually did Camelot 331. He did a video on their falling out, and because Cody's a friend with Melanie Mack. Review Tech hates Melanie Mack, but apparently, yeah. So drama.
I tried watching her. She was playing Stellar Blade.
The demo?
Like, cool, she was playing the demo. I'm like, cool, I'll watch this. About 5 minutes in, I'm like, I'm sorry. I want to say, sweetheart, you're not playing the game. I understand you're talking to your chat, but like, I wanted to see some gameplay, so I had to.
The thing is, with YouTubers that are so popular, they do put more focus on the chat. I understand it. I really get it. We try to put as much focus as we can on the chat and still talk to each other. Like, there are times where, in order to finish the conversation, we do ignore the chat and then get back to it. Because if we're only talking to the chat, what is everybody who's watching, are they getting out of that when we have these topics that they want to hear our opinions while we're talking to each other? So you got to find a good balance. And I think we have, even when we have like larger nights, we've had nights with maybe 100+ people in here. Other nights we'll have 7. And now that we co-stream on 2 different platforms, we get more viewers, but hey, it's a job that takes work, research, dedication, determination, and, just a lot of learning. So, but yeah.
Interesting thought. I wonder if I should take a picture of my game collection stuff and throw it in the back. Throw it in the back here instead of this. I was going to change the background here because my videos, when I stream and everything, my ship is in a different spot now. So I don't care what people think. I love my ship-themed streams, and I jump around, and it looks really great, and it looks different. So
I like yours, and my favorite thing is the decals on the window.
Yeah.
So there's a problem because there's a specific decal that you don't have. Why is there no Ready to Start podcast decal on that window?
Oh man, I need to. Oh, dude, I gotta.
You've got Ninja Turtles on there.
I know, but on my new one, I removed Biddy Boomers. I still have my buddy's artist management company, and I still have Turtles. I gotta throw up the.
You've done more episodes of Ready to Start podcasts than you've done episodes with anybody else.
Yeah. What other stickers?
We have the biggest collaboration out of anybody I've ever worked with.
I want a sticker bomb. I wonder what else I could put up on there that is just really cool.
Did you see what they're talking about? They're talking about the new Transformers 1. Did you see that trailer?
No, there's another Transformers movie.
It's an animated, I don't know if it's a movie or a TV show.
It's a priority of life.
Oh my god, it's like teenage Megatron and Optimus as friends working in a factory. Yes, I went no. It was
What?
Yep. And it is a priority, D-Man, you are correct.
Yes, I will work on that.
So, yeah. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it's an animated origin story movie hitting theaters. That's going to be a movie?
Watch that flop more than a fish or a dead rat.
Like, kids will like it, but those of us old heads who grew up with the original ones are going to be like, no.
Are they, like, do the younger kids know what Transformers are?
Yeah, because they have that new Transformers show with a non-binary Transformer.
What?
Yep.
That's a real thing?
Yeah.
They're robots.
Yeah. Yeah.
Technically.
That's yep. Yeah. That's what they were talking. I saw it in an episode of one of the Geeks and Gamers podcasts, of course, and then I just went, and then Clownfish TV, and they all ran with it, and I just went, right, and just moved on.
Like insert whatchamacallit, Austin Powers, Dr. Evil. Right. That's an old one.
It's like $1 million. I remember the first time he did that, and I was like, just $1 million. That's it.
I heard Mike Myers is just the worst to work with. Like, he is just a complete a-hole.
I've heard that, but to fans, I heard he's like the greatest person ever.
Interesting.
I don't know.
The Pendemerant or whatever show was fantastic.
Who?
Like the whatever Netflix show he has, the Pandemic. Dude, it's such a weird name.
I didn't know he was still making shows or movies.
Dude, it's really, really good. The Pentaverate.
Wait, what was the
Pentaverate? The Pentaverate?
Yeah, okay.
The Pentaverate. Dude,
I heard about it. I didn't know he was in it.
Watch it. It's hilarious. Dude, there is a scene where they're playing pool. It is unbelievably hilarious. Like, they mock Netflix, and they'll be like, a Netflix executive will come in out of nowhere, and they're like, since this is Netflix and this is rated this, we're going to have to take some things out. And when they take some of the things out and they replay the scene, it's super raunchy and crass and hilarious. So,
okay, I got to watch it.
Give it a couple episodes, man. It's freaking hilarious.
So, isn't there supposed to be, John goes, I'm waiting for a Transformers crossover to G.I. Joe. Isn't there going to be one? I heard something that they're doing
live action would be
a
cool.
Live action G.I. Joe Transformers, because they're in the same universe, or is it a comic? I don't know, but I heard something about it. When you just kind of hear things and you're just like, oh, that could be cool, and then just kind of move on.
Mm-hmm.
Batman and Power Rangers ain't gonna happen, but we have Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles, and we had Ninja Turtles and Batman, so that's gonna be the closest it's probably gonna get.
I almost re-rented the Ninja Turtle Batman movie, the cartoon animated one. It was fantastic.
So the sequel to Rise of the Beast will be the G.I. Joe crossover start. Oh, thanks, D-Man. Glad someone's informed on that, because we're not. We're just dumb.
Yeah, the Lego.
Do you ever feel dumb sometimes when people are like, "Oh, you didn't know"? I'm like, "No."
I sometimes
am I supposed to?
I sometimes think that there's like I'm like being supported by people, and I just don't know it because I need like special help because I'm special needs, and I try not to think about it too much. I'm like, how are they?
You're not special needs. You're just old.
Yeah. Getting that point,
dude. It's gotten to the point where people will say certain things on TV. I'm like, what? I go to my wife. I'm like, what does that mean? And she's like, Some things she'll be like, I have no clue, and we have to look it up. Other times she's like, you haven't heard that before? I was like, no. She works with a lot of Gen Zs, like early 20s and stuff like that. So she hears this stuff, and I'm like, what does that mean? What? Huh? What? Huh? Like the huh cat. I do that all the time. Huh? Huh?
One of my closest homies, Splash, it was just his birthday. I missed it. I already talked to him today. I apologize for him. He's 20, man. He fills me in on stuff that I don't.
That's a kid.
Yeah. He moved out, man. He's got his own place now. He's making moves.
In Chicago?
No. He lives in Ohio. He's making moves, man.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I was like, wait, no, Ohio is still pretty affordable.
He's got a good job, and yeah, I'm really proud of him. I didn't move out of my house until I was like 23, maybe 24. And even then, I was renting my dad's condo. So, but, I mean, I had a sense of being on my own. So, anyways, yeah. So, yeah. I mean, I'm fortunate. Like, if there's something I don't understand, or he fills me in, or I just learn based off a conversation. So.
Sometimes I'm at the point where I'm 40. If I don't know what it means, and if it's new kids lingo or whatever they call it, these children these days, I just don't care, because I'll never use it. Like there's this term that I heard the other day. Well, I shouldn't say the other day. It's been a while. When someone says no cap, I'm like, what happened to your hat?
Oh man, I still don't understand that term.
And I'm like, what does your soda? What happened? You lost the cap on your soda? What happened? And then my wife is like, it means no crap. No bull, I'm not lying. I'm like, huh?
Or they say 100.
What does that mean?
100%. Like, yeah.
So when you see the 100, that's what that means? I had no clue.
You know what? You know how I find a lot of these things out is on TikTok.
I'm not on TikTok.
TikTok
and
has
it's
really
like
been
if I watch Reels on Instagram, because of my age and what I follow, the majority of stuff on my personal one is Christian stuff and car stuff. That's it. And then on the video game stuff, it's a lot of people talking about video game stuff or their collection or the nostalgic 80s and 90s retro games kind of thing. That's what I get. So I'm like, but I send you crap all the time. And I'm like, there you go.
I know. I'm in my work truck and I'm like, oh my God, this guy sent me. Okay. We got over here. All right,
my favorite thing to do is to send you the ones with
the damn
you
cats.
Make your friend it's just a cat and he just runs up and stares at you.
Yeah, or at the end he's like, by the way, you're gay. I'm like, I thought that maybe this wasn't going to be one of those, but it is
like
anyways.
It was going to be the inspirational ones.
Yeah, and I'm like, come on, man.
But I don't overdo those.
No.
I don't overdo those.
You fit them in there. You pace it out pretty well. Yeah. You pace it out pretty well.
And the thing is, since I'm using my regular account and the RBG account, you'll get them from two different types. So the one from my personal account, most of the time it's either it's usually Christian stuff over there or a funny thing here and there. But the Red Bandana Gaming stuff is usually where I get a lot of cat stuff. You'd be surprised how the gaming and cat culture community, because I don't know what else to call it,
It's a big
crossover all the time.
It's a big crossover for sure.
So, but the only cap I know is a pen that you use. Wow, that's what John said. I'm old, but he's younger than me. Man. He should know these things. No, he's not that young. But man, I will say I hear these kids. It's especially when I'm at church. We have a very large youth population there. We have they do the thing for midweek. I forget what they call them, but they're the older teens, young 20s. And then when we're doing things there, and I'm like, what are they saying to each other? What language are you speaking? And then it's like even some of the guys that are in my the tech group, I'm like, what'd you just say, bro? And I'm like, oh, that means I'm like, oh man, I'm old. And to be honest, I still use slang. that I used back in the early 2000s. But I don't think I've ever grown up past that. I swear that once you hit like between the ages of 18 and 22, 23, that's where you just stop and you don't absorb anything else new. You just stop. Whatever you did there, whatever you wore there, whatever you listened to or liked there, that's when it kind of stopped.
I mean, there's reasons for that, right? Because usually around that age, your window of friends shrink down. You get married, you have kids, you have a family. What does it matter? You know, I would love to find somebody that I'm absolutely crazy about, even though I am crazy about one particular person, which we're not going to talk about her. She knows it, and I've embarrassed myself about it. But I digress.
Okay.
I digress.
Too far.
Way too far. I went way too far on that. She'll never see this anyway. She doesn't. It doesn't matter. But I would really like to find that compatibility where, like, I could just go to a cabin out in the middle of nowhere, do this, and I'll be happy. I would be completely content and happy. Like, I don't need other. I mean, but where I live in this in the city right over here, and my block and my places that I go and I hang out with, I have my own sense of community here. I couldn't imagine like going out to in the middle of nowhere by myself. Like, I couldn't do it. So that being
I think I
said,
could.
well,
During the summers, I grew up, spent my summers in a mountain, in a cabin in the mountains of North Carolina. And even to get to the closest city was like 35, 40-minute drive.
Oh, wow.
We'd have to come down the top of the mountain.
That's really out there.
Yeah, no, it was great. So we'd have to plan what day of the week. We'd go out maybe once or twice a week, depending on if my grandfather was like, all right, because I would be up there for about 3 to 4 months out of the year for the summer. It was about 3 months out of the year. And every week we would do maybe 2 to 3 days. We'd go do stuff. But a lot of the stuff was like nature stuff or in the mountains or going downtown and running these errands, stuff like that. But we'd have to plan it out because of how long it takes. Even to get to the nearest big city is like an hour and some change drive. So we actually visited that city, which it's the city's so small, but compared to what we were living in, it's huge. And we went, we visited when I did the road trip back in March. So that was kind of fun. Wow, D-Man wrote an essay over here. Let's read. So D-Man says, I'm still with my parents. It's all good, man. Still figuring out life, but may have a new job soon. That's great. Interview being scheduled next week. So some better money. It's a start. Finding a girl is the hard part. Congrats, dude. I hope you get that job.
Yeah.
Make sure the girl's actually a girl. So that's all I got to say.
Especially in your
Be careful.
Group. Yeah.
I will say, thank God I'm married. I have the greatest wife in the world. Couldn't ask for anything better. And life is just on that part. I'm glad I never have to worry about any of that nonsense again. God blessed me so greatly. And I'm so thankful that I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. My Ninja Turtle says the same thing. He's like, I don't even know what I would do with like, if I was still single. And it's like,
I don't even think about it. And I'm like, every time I see people outside and I'm just like, thank God I don't have to deal with that. D-Man's laughing.
Yeah. I mean, I'll get personal. I'll get quick and personal here, but man, I go out, I socialize as much as possible and I'll be out late. And I meet a bunch of people that are really cool. They preoccupy the time in the moment, but it actually gets a bit taxing. It's like, I don't want to.
Trust me.
Dude, I can't keep doing
I
this.
feel you 100%. Before I met my wife, I was doing the same thing. There were 2 bars I was going to all the time. All the employees knew me by name.
Mm-hmm.
There were points, one bar, there was actually 3 at one point, one that I would go during the day. And 1, 2, 3, as soon as I'd sit
5,
down,
6,
my beer was
7.
already in front of me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I even had one bartender, he'd give me that beer and say, hey, we have all these new ones. What do you think about these? Because if I gave him my opinion, he's like, all right, I'm going to start promoting this a little, because I was there all the freaking time. Me and my buddy, Richard, like you've probably seen him in some of the other videos, but he came for my birthday and whatnot. And it's just like we would go to these places all the time, and they knew us,
It's
by
nice
name.
because I know there's like 2-3 different groups of people that know that like I can chameleon into, and it's nice. These are people that I actually enjoy spending time with, groups of people. But
As you get older, that just kind of dwindles.
I mean, I'm taking a big sabbatical on, on going out for a few weeks. That doesn't mean I'm going to stop drinking
For a few weeks, just weeks,
try. Just some weeks.
just some weeks. Try months, and your liver will thank you, dude. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you a little bit. I used to drink all the time. I was after my grandfather passed away, I was drinking seven nights a week. And it's not something he would have hated, the fact that I did that. And if it wasn't for my wife meeting her, I'd probably be dead in a ditch. Who knows, dead something from the drinking.
Yeah.
But as time went on and I was able to break that cycle, once you stop drinking, you feel so much better. Even though I eat like trash, I go to the gym, I eat like trash, and I'm not losing weight. I'm just kind of plateauing. So I got to change that up again. I'm on a calorie thing, but dude, I'll go to Disney. You know, when I send you the pictures of the drinks, usually whatever you get is all I'll have. So maybe 2 or 3 at most. And I'm like, okay, I gotta stop because, I'm feeling after 2 or 3 every couple weeks,
that's impressive.
you're going to feel so much better. Remember when we used to say back in the day, I know you did it too. Oh, if you can get into double digits, that's impressive. Double digits and drinking one night and still be able to go home, stone cold, feeling stone cold. Yeah.
I think I was in
there was one night I had
last
19 drinks.
weekend. I took a cab home, but
but
oh, dude,
so
I worked a full day of work on Saturday, went out, and didn't get back home till 6-7 in the morning. I was up for 25 hours, dude. I was definitely in the double digits. I can't do that again.
But in what was the time period over how many hours from the time you started drinking to the time you ended drinking?
Around 8:00 till I went to a key club. So I drank until about 6 in the morning.
I did 19 drinks in one night.
Freaking sunshine out.
In a 2-hour period.
How many?
19 in a 2-hour period.
Oh, that would make me sick, dude.
I got sick. A lot of them were shots.
Yeah, I would totally get sick and I've regretted all that.
Yeah, D-Man, he's been talkative tonight. Thanks, D-Man.
Yeah.
D-Man says, I have only ever had like 2 or 3 drinks in my life. Not going to lie. I know.
That
Goes to
doesn't
show
mean
you how
much.
much I've lived. No, okay. Okay, you just said something that I tell people. Just because you don't drink doesn't mean you haven't lived. Drinks don't make
Cheers
the
to
life. Well, I finished my Mountain Dew. So drinks don't make the life. Just because you don't drink, there are certain things that is like, oh, live it up. Let's have drinks. You can't remember the next day. Did you really live it up?
It depends on how much you drink. I will tell you that much right now. It really depends.
Yeah. Sometimes you end up breaking your phone.
Or your face and your knuckles and your hands, and you might have gotten jumped. And you have a discoloration now on your face permanently, and hopefully it can go away.
Yeah, I was gonna say what you got a little.
Yeah, my face hit the concrete, dude.
Oh, John's leaving. Good night, John. Thanks for joining us. And he's leaving, but maybe if he rewatches this, he actually bought a shirt. And I was going to show it. He sent it to me, but it's on my phone. He bought a shirt, and he bought the Be Legendary one, not the one that you like, but the white one that goes across with the logo on the top. That one, not the one that looks like it's cement kind of thing. The one that you really like, he bought the other one. So, but I don't. What is? I'm not seeing this. What is this one? Face pink drinking tea. What is this one? I don't even see that.
It looks like a monkey drinking a blue cup of tea.
Oh,
but he's got the
okay.
pinky finger up, but it kind of looks like a monkey.
So yeah, it's been 2 years, I think, that she has not had one. There were a couple times where she was like, "Okay, I'm going to." I'm like, "No, I'll have one for you."
Yeah. Out of my way, dame. I will have that drink for you.
See, and the thing is, I tried to do the sober thing, but I'm like, I hang out. When you're going out with guys or just your friends, like, "Hey, have a beer." Fine. So now instead of, I'm like, all right, I'm still going to have beer. Okay.
Mhm.
Once in a blue moon, I'll have something that besides beer, but once in a blue moon, but now I've even cut down the type of beer. It's usually, I'm going to say it. It's usually a light beer these days.
Doesn't matter, man. Enjoy yourself.
And it's just, yeah. And I'm like, one, carbs. That's the big thing. When you're getting old, it's carbs.
Dude, I've been dropping
And then the
weight.
calories and,
My mom, I saw my mom today. She's like, she sounded disappointed. And I was like, I'm down like almost 10 pounds. My friends, my close gal pals are like, stop losing weight and I'll stop. But I like being this weight. But my mom seemed disappointed. I'm like, of course I use the classic American Psycho. Well, you could always be thinner, look better. All you have to do is just keep moving, dude. Watch your calories. So with my job,
that's what I'm doing now. I'm just watching my calories. I'm trying to keep it to about 1,500 a day. It helps me lose weight.
That'll help you tremendously.
The thing is, I've been so busy the last week since there's just been so much, and I was like, I need to go make time to go to the gym, but the gym by my house, the one that I go to, is so packed unless I go at like 9:30.
I'm so glad.
Or somewhere in the middle of the day, like 2, and I'm like, so
I would my baby gym in the back, like I told you. I love it. It's amazing.
I normally back in the day, I was at a different gym before they opened this one, and I'd always go right after the podcast. I can't do that now. So starting next week, things are evening up a little bit. So I think tomorrow night I'm actually going to go back. I don't know if we have anything planned, but next week I should be. I'm trying to work out 5 days a week. So lately I've only been getting in 2. That's not enough. I need 5.
Definitely get three within the week. But anyways, I'm glad we're talking. I like talking about health stuff.
We're in the side quest. We've
been in the side quest for like
healthy gamers.
40
we're
plus
trying
minutes.
to get healthier gamers.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'll
and
be
we're
honest,
both wearing white t-shirts.
I'm pretty healthy, dog, but like my drinking needs to get under control.
There you go.
To be honest,
so
with you,
I got my drinking under control. Now I just got to get my what I eat under control.
Yeah. No,
but once it's weird because once I had my back surgery, my metabolism went to crap. I don't know how the two correlated, but my metabolism went to crap. And that was around, I was 30, 31. But after I hit 35, it just went garbage. But apparently it's a problem in my family. So now I just have to work out, and just watch the intake.
Also, mindset's huge too.
Now, I know, John, I never said I stopped soda and alcohol. I said I cut back. I was trying to cut out soda, but I'm like, yeah, all the other stuff that isn't soda. You know how expensive it is? I'm like,
soda's
just
expensive,
to try to.
Man.
Soda's expensive, but not as expensive as fizzy water. A 12 pack
go figure. Those are so expensive nowadays. Like
the bubbly and the Waterloo and all that. That's more expensive than a pack of. And don't buy Coke brand. Coke brand is so expensive if you're buying soda. Buy Pepsi brand, and then it's like because I went to Walmart the other night. I got a 12 pack of Coke Zero. It was $8. I got a 12 pack of Mountain Dew, and it was $5.
I couldn't tell you when the last time I bought soda. I could tell you the last time I bought a bottle of liquor, though.
You know, I can't tell you that. I still have the same liquor that, oh, yeah, it was for my birthday. We went to a liquor store and bought some different bottles. When some of my buddies came up from South Florida, we all went to the Total Wine. and we just bought all kinds of stuff, and that was the last time. So over 6 months ago. So, yep. Yeah. So I have a brewery near my house, a really good brewery.
Which used to have to go to when I come and visit
every week. This year, I've probably been there twice.
Also, your wife has to come with. Because we need somebody to drive as we get blitzed. Just joking, MJ. Just joking. We're not gonna get, I mean, I might. Your husband might. Probably won't, but I will.
See, the thing is, I've learned, especially with now that I'm older, I know how to space it apart and what to eat in between to keep me from getting that way. So I can have like 6 drinks in a day and not feel it at all. Like I didn't even have one because of what I'm eating throughout the day. But I also don't drink that much anymore. But I think the last time I did, we were at a theme park. So 1, I'm walking it off. 2, I'm eating consistently. 3, if it's usually a mixed drink, the alcohol content's really low.
That reminds me, dude, we're going to have to go to Disney World or something when I'm there too. I love that place.
Well, like I said, Universal is
Universal's
so
awesome
much better.
Too. Yeah, Universal.
But if you fly into this area, remember I'm a hop, skip, and a jump away from the theme parks.
Yeah.
But we're also about from where they're doing Really Rad Weekend. I think it's about an hour and a half. I think it was an hour and 20-minute drive. No big deal. So it depends on where you wanted to fly in. And then we can set up. I'm actually looking forward to doing the live streaming and then making video content. And then we would put it on both channels. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So that would be pretty cool. But it would have to be give people reason not to just, it's the same video on both channels. No.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure out a dynamic.
It's going to be fun.
I was just thinking about last night how much I want to do this. We talk about it. This is the second week in a row. This dual stream, no pun intended, dual is my last name.
For Animal Crossing?
For Animal Crossing, dude. We got to do it.
So my wife said she's going to join. She's not going to be on camera.
Yeah.
But she's like,
she could run around.
I want to visit. Yeah. And then we'll just see her.
I'll send her my code too. We could be friends. Does that make it easier anyways?
Yes.
So,
yes, because then it'll show you online and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. I'll text you. After this, I'll turn on
Yes,
the
D-Man.
Switch.
Epic Universe is opening next year, and that's going to be Super Mario World, and I will definitely have my annual pass.
I heard that it was such a disappointment out there. The one in California? I heard it was such a disappointment.
From whom?
Meat Canyon, which actually I think Meat Canyon's pretty legit. Like, I love his animations. His animations are hilarious. I've been obsessed.
The park hopping people went out there and they said it was good.
Well, I don't know. Meat Canyon, dude, this guy's probably, he's reached up to one of my favorite YouTubers. Not only does he have his animation channel, he's just got Papa Meat that he does these he's got a beautiful set piece behind him. And he does these really great commentary things, kind of like how Penguin, what's his name does? Penguin Zero, or I've subbed to him too. But just such really good, high quality type of video stuff. Right. I was just watching something about like he'll go through like cringiest weddings and stuff like that, but he's got such a good personality. He's so clever, and his humor is real quick. And I highly recommend anyone who hasn't seen Meat Canyon or Papa Meat. His animations are super dark. They're done very, very well, and they're also hilarious. So highly recommend. So, love you, Meat Canyon, even though you'll never see this. But
D-Man says Maximilian Dude went there and he liked it. Maximilian Dude, I don't know if you know him. He does all the
Yep, I like Maximilian. My friend.
He does all the stuff with
He'll do like he does a fighting game. He does a lot of stuff with like, Street Fighter and stuff like that.
I'm brain farting. Who does what happened? Why am I forgetting his name? Dude who does. Okay, now I need to look it up. What happened? What's his name? Matt McMuscles. Matt McMuscle's got some cringy takes sometimes, but I like him. And he does the worst fighting games. He does you've probably seen his stuff.
I'm sure it rings a bell. I'm sure. I mean, I've been all around the internet. Not OnlyFans people, relax. Even though I do have an OnlyFans account. Not for that you're thinking, though.
It's exactly what you're thinking. Remember the whole sausage packing thing he was doing a while ago? That was on OnlyFans. Literally, if you saw the video,
hilarious.
there were OnlyFans in the background. They were just spinning. Dun-dun-dun. Okay, that's that old guy humor.
But anyways, it is getting late, though. I am going to have to do
Is it? Oh, my God. It's been an hour and 35 minutes and 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, I'll stop with that. Seconds. But yes, this was a good night to just BS. And thank you guys for joining us.
I really enjoyed this. I actually really enjoyed this podcast a lot. Maybe because I got a little personal and vented. It was a little cathartic, I guess.
And yes, if D-Man, if you do travel to Florida for Universal, hit us up. Let me know. And yeah, that would be really cool. We could do a Universal thing because and then this guy, he's gonna, hopefully you make it for a really rad weekend. That will be, you can make a week of it or something like that. And then I can take you to all these epic places. So, and then hopefully you won't be too shit-faced.
No, dude.
Just
I'll tell you.
shit-faced.
I'll tell you this,
Just
dude.
two-faced.
I handle myself quite well in public. Even if I'm drinking, I know when to cut it off.
I like how you had that in public.
In public. Here's a little secret before we go. I know I'm a little too drunk when I start talking to myself. That ever happened to you?
No.
Yeah. When I start
I'm one of those guys that when I would drink quite a bit, I just talk to everybody at the bar that was around me.
Well, my mind, when I'm at home, this only happens when I'm at home because my mind is just, gears don't stop. So like, instead of thinking things in my head, I start talking and I start saying them out loud and I talk to nobody. I guess this is the part of the way I keep myself sane before living alone. And it's okay. I like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's a good indication.
As long as you don't start talking to like stuffed animals.
No, I haven't.
Or pretend that they're talking.
I haven't done that yet. So.
All right, that makes one of us.
Okay. When I had my dog, dude, when I had my big German Shepherd, I mean, sober or not, I would always give him hugs. I would sing to him every night and cuddle with him, sing him a little lullaby. I miss that dog so much. Rest in peace, Zeus. You were the best. Anyways,
Zeus.
Yeah, his name was Zeus.
Like from No Holds Barred?
No, just
with Hulk Hogan?
I'm Greek, bruh. He was the most beautiful.
I thought you were Italian.
No, Greek as they come, dude. Where's the baklava?
I thought you were Italian.
No Italian. Zero Italian. Lots of Greek. Give me some kebabs.
So my
dog's name was the most beautiful shepherd ever. Best personality ever, named him Zeus. He was the best thing ever. Rest in peace. Yep.
So with that being said, rest in peace, Zeus. Yes. We're going to end it here. We're going to call it a night. Thank you guys for being on this little extra length podcast. Normally we cut it around an hour and 15 minutes. We went a little longer. We haven't done a 2-hour one in a while, but who knows? Who knows?
Well, I mean, this
probably won't happen.
this was 8-9 hour and 44 minutes. This was a close one.
See,
it doesn't help. I got to be up at 5:45, 6 in the morning. I mean,
it's 9:44 over there.
I could if I didn't have to be up, if I had my other job, which he wants me back. We'll talk about that another time.
It better pay you more.
I would run this over and over, dude. We could run it late, super late, because don't have to get up and drive anywhere. So.
True.
Anyways,
but with that being said, because we can keep going on, we always go off on tangents.
We can really keep going.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this podcast. Make sure you go into the description below and click on his link and subscribe. And if you're watching or listening on X, come over to YouTube or just follow us on there. Come over to YouTube and subscribe over here and watch over here because that's always fun too. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like we always say, be legendary. Thanks again. Say it.
Thanks again.
There we go.